Welcome back, everyone. And as Clark always likes to say that, when we have featured guests come in, that the person always sitting in the other chair just happens to, make the show better looking. Well, Clark, I'm going to fire that one back at you. Austin Filipchuk, back in the chair from HoopLife, Director of Basketball Operations. Austin, how's it going tonight?
It is going good.
Fantastic.
It's busy, but that's the best way it can be.
Heard you were burning the midnight oil at the office last night. Hey, it was
always putting in the work.
Yeah.
Got to. Long days, but it's worth it.
It's all worth it, 100%. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about some topics tonight in a league that's not having near as much drama going on as the National Hockey League, the National Football League. We got to talk about the association because obviously the season's off to a flying start. It's been fantastic as of late for the Toronto Raptors and their fans. I mean, going on a bit of a 4-0 run after a 1-3 start. Can you just kind of talk about the Raps a little bit to open things up here?
I think the biggest thing for them is just finally being back at home. Yeah. It's been 2 seasons pretty much, and they've got 4 guys that have played prior in Toronto. So actually having a team back in the home, not having to play a full season on the road, I think has been huge for them and finally helping them get in their footing.
Oh, 100%. And then, again, we were talking about it a little bit off air, and we'll get to it, I'm sure, in the corner 3 here. And I guess, you know what, maybe let's open that up. Guys, let's bring up that corner 3 graphic. We're going to maybe go a little bit out of order just for the transcendence of the topics that we have once that graphic comes up. But we'll just kind of lead it in with Scotty, too hotty, referencing our man Scotty Barnes. Just tell me, what's going on with Scotty, and why is he kind of leading the charge in the corner 3 here?
My guy, Scotty Barnes.
Sorry, that's last week's corner 3, guys, but good stuff.
Scotty, he's definitely got the energy. That's the biggest thing with him. And I know the Raptors were kind of looking at him as more of a project, but right off the get-go, I don't think they were expecting this.
For sure.
I know people are comparing him to Jalen Suggs and saying Suggs was looking more NBA ready, but those people are biting their tongues right now because they were not right.
Absolutely. And you know what? Masai obviously felt a lot of confidence in him, right? Drafting him number 4, just behind Jalen Suggs. And they had a chance to kind of see the head-to-head comparison a few nights ago. And like you said, Scotty he certainly seems to have taken those comments about being NBA ready and maybe took him to heart in the offseason because he's certainly looking the part of that next great Raptor. Do you think that for the evolution of Scotty, like what needs to happen here for him to truly elevate to another level? Obviously, he's only 6-7 games into hopefully a long and prosperous NBA career, but what do you see just based on the early season returns? What's the next step in his progression?
I think the biggest thing is just finding what his weaknesses are. He's so good at doing the little things and being almost that Draymond where he could pass the ball, he could play defense, he could pretty much do everything. His biggest weakness right now is kind of his shooting. So he's shooting, I think, 22% from 3. Which everyone knew going into the NBA, going into the draft, that was going to be his biggest weakness. And it's the same thing with guys like Giannis and always that kind of wing mold of just can they develop an actual jump shot? And if he gets that, I think it's a wrap.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Good pun there, though, hey? It's a good rap for a rap. But, early on in his career, obviously, he's got tons of time to develop that side of his game, and it's going to be just a ton of fun to watch. Just a treat for Toronto Raptors fans. If you haven't tuned in to watch them so far, Scotty Barnes, been electric across the board. And as you said, without Pascal Siakam, too, when he returns to the lineup, this could be a team that's all of a sudden a little more accelerated in their rebuild plans after losing Kyle Lowry, moving back into the corner 3. Kyle Lowry, his new team, Jimmy Butler and co., the Miami Heat. Things are heating up in Miami. What can you tell me about what's going on in South Beach right now?
So I will say there are 2 big additions this offseason. Most people would think it's only one. Okay, they picked up Kyle Lowry. The low-key pickup for them was Zay Hero. People might not think about this, but Tyler Hero, since having his kid, has been going crazy. Yeah. So he's kind of back to that bubble boy, that bubble hero, averaging 20 off the bench. That's been a huge development for them. And then you throw Kyle Lowry in there. His stats might not be looking great, but everyone that's a Raptors fan knows it's not always about the stats with Kyle Lowry.
100%.
He's given you every single thing on there, all the hustle, all the effort. And the biggest thing is his leadership as well. So those 2 pickups this offseason were huge for them, and I think they're back to what they can do in the bubble.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know if you followed up on this a little bit or not, but I saw the clip last week, Jimmy Butler calling Kyle out in his media availability saying, Kyle, my daughter, it's her birthday. I need a gift, 100K,
100K.
no less. Do you know if you actually followed up on that, followed through with that? What was the...
I don't, but I mean, Kyle's a good guy. If it wasn't 100K, I'm sure it was close.
Well, $35 million a year he was making in Toronto, so I'm sure he could probably afford it for his new running mate's daughter. So anyways, I just thought that was a hilarious story. And again, it'd be funny to see if anything came from it. But to wrap up the corner three tonight, Austin, no free throws. Big problem. Now, is that just something that's going on across the association, certain teams, certain guys? What's going on at the line?
Yeah, so the NBA, we kind of actually addressed this last time I was here, how they were making changes with their calling system. And there's some guys that have been taking a huge hit on this. So you look at some of your superstars like Trae Young and James Harden and Damian Lillard, these guys that were putting up big points. And a lot of their points came from the free throw line. So you look at a guy like James Harden, who used to shoot like 15 free throws a game. Now he's got like 4 or 6 a game. It's going to be big on his numbers, and it's going to really impact their teams as well.
Absolutely. And you know what, again, an evolution that we'll be following all year long, right? To me, it's something that, again, maybe seems like a bit of a microcosm in the first couple of weeks of the season, but as things progress and as things develop, that's going to be something to note come a little bit closer to playoff time. But
For sure.
Austin, obviously, there's a ton going on at HoopLife right now. You guys are just on the verge of opening a state-of-the-art facility. What's up at HoopLife? And again, just kind of give everybody a little bit of insight as to where your guys' next steps in the immediate and, I guess, medium-term future are at.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, big things coming. So the first day in the new facility is November 12th. So all of the students, they've got the day off of school. It's a Friday. It's a PD day for them. So we've got a shooting clinic coming up. So that's 3-hour camps. Got to break those rims in. Absolutely. So getting shots up, doing a shooting clinic, right, it's going to be tons of fun, and it gives everyone a chance to test out the new building. In addition to that, we've got the league. So we've got our practices starting up this week. So things are flying, things are moving, and it's really busy right now.
So much to look forward to, and I guess what would your personally, again, there's so many things to be excited about, but personally, what's the most exciting thing about moving into your guys' own brand new facility?
I think it's just being able to call it home, right? Having that consistency of knowing where we are and when we are, and I appreciate Laval for having us at home there for a little bit, but just being able to spread our wings and go into our new place and just being able to use it as much as possible.
Absolutely. And where can everybody find you? The address, the website, socials, where can everybody find you guys for the new building and then some?
Yeah, so like you said, we've got on our website, we've got all our information there, on our Instagram and our Facebook. If you guys, anyone has any questions, right? If people want to come try out HoopLife, if you guys want an experience, come check out the new building. Definitely just reach out to us, and we'll be able to get you guys there.
Man, that's super exciting. And I guess, man, for Andrew, Habib, yourself, everybody on the leadership team over there, we just want to say, hey, man, congratulations. This is obviously super, super exciting. You guys are working your asses off, and I just can't wait to see the final product. I know it's going to be fantastic. But I mean, Austin, is there anything else going on in the association that you'd like to maybe chat about? Anything that's kind of perked up the interest over the last week or so? We were talking a little bit off air about Russell Westbrook deciding he wanted to be a little bit mad at the end of the game. Russ being Russ, right?
Yeah.
But anything else exciting going on around the association that's perking your interest? I mean, probably not a lot of time to watch highlights in these next 10 days or so, but anything else?
There's been some interesting things going on, like you said, with Russ, and you kind of look back at the whole Lakers thing this whole year, where they had Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard kind of fighting with each other. So I know coming into the season, a lot of people were looking at that Lakers team and seeing how they fit, and especially with that LeBron injury as well. I think he said he should be back either tonight or tomorrow whenever they play next. But it's going to be interesting. They've got only one regular season to figure it out, and just whether or not they're able to figure it out is going to be something fun to watch.
100%. So many good things across the association, and obviously basketball is just getting going, right? 2+ weeks-ish into the season. I know I can't wait to watch a little bit more of Scotty Barnes. And I don't know, again, we talked about jerseys last time you were on. Is he probably kind of creeping up there for a next jersey to purchase for yourself?
100%. They just dropped those new jerseys too. The gold OVO with
That's
the
right,
dinosaur
the city
on
editions.
It. Yeah.
Oh, Those are nice, man. They nailed it with that. They kind of reinvented the Raptor a little bit. I noticed that.
Yeah.
It's just it just flows across the board. It just screams Drake designed this uni. It's kind of what it looks like.
100%. That one is for sure going to be hanging out the wall in my house right beside my nice Habib jersey.
Oh.
Will fit in perfectly.
Habib, the legend. That's what they call him around these parts anyways. That's right. Well, Austin, thanks a ton for the time tonight, man. Really appreciate it again. I know you guys have a grind to get back to. It's going to be really exciting next 10 days. November 12th, 612 Solomon Crescent?
661.
661. I was close. 661 Solomon Crescent. Make sure you guys go check out HoopLife. And the top of the order was, in fact, brought to you by our friends over at HoopLife Basketball Training. Camps, sessions, apparel, a brand new facility, score clocks, great people like Austin running the show. You can't miss when you go over to HoopLife. Make sure you enter promo code SQUAD10 when you get into the website, and that gets you 10% off of all those things that I just mentioned. So, Austin, once again, thanks a ton for the time tonight.